This video will be all about how you can release the tension from the lower back and release your hip flexors. And just give you a little brief anatomy. There's a couple of hip flexors. One of the muscle called iliopsoas starts all the way at your lower back. Yeah. Transition thoracic spine, lower back on either side of your spine. It runs deeply through your body. Yeah, and it goes through either side of your pelvis, and it does attach to your femur, to your thigh bone, right on the inside. So it's a muscle which goes from your spine to your thigh. And then you have another hip flexor muscle, and that one runs and starts on the inside of your pelvis, and then it joins his friend, the iliopsoas, and they run together all the way down to the inner thigh. I will be hosting a workshop in 2-3 weeks, so June 14 at Breathe. So if you want a deeper insight how you want to release the hip flexors muscles individual, I will be teaching you how to do that. But I just want to give you a snippet. It's just like a preview what you can do meanwhile back at home. And we're going to be using a gold ball or a pearl ball, so either one of those Yamuna balls will do. And we're going to be working one side at a time. You're going to bring that ball just inside the pelvis. I'm going to start the right side first. So I am not on the pelvic crest. I am just the pelvic crest, the pelvic hip. The hip crest is just on the outside of the ball. And I have that ball just between the pubic bone and the navel. And that can be already a lot, right? We are right in the lower belly. From my experience, a lot of people have a lot of tension, a lot of emotions, sensations. So this can already be tough enough just to be on that side. So see if you can find like a spot where you can just kind of slowly start relaxing, getting used to having that ball just penetrating in. And then see if you can bring your left forearm in front of you, like kind of cross over. I like to kind of stretch my right arm nice and long. Yeah, my head can go on the fist of that left hand, or I can just keep the head up. And I really elongate and stretch to my right leg. I keep the weight nice and even, so I'm not dropping one hip down or the other hip down. And then see if you can start breathing into that right side of your lower belly. And on the inhale, I want you to actively push your belly out against the ball. And then exhalation, you can think of like softening, like you want to wrap the pubic bone, that right side of the pubic bone around the ball. Take another in-breath. Actively pressing the belly out, exhalation, and empty and releasing. And the more you can relax and release, you're gonna feel that ball penetrating deeper in. And then release. So try that, like breathe there. If that seems tolerable of whatever you're doing, you can add on the inhalation, I'm lifting that right leg up. I'm reaching it out behind me. I'm using my glute muscle. And then on the exhalation, I'm going to bring that right knee down and I wrap that pubic bone around the ball and soften. Inhale again, breathing in. Into the belly, flow that right leg up, stretch it out behind you. The ball doesn't move. And then exhale, soften, bring that right knee down on the floor and soften there. And again, breathing in, inhale, lift and float. And then exhale again, empty and lower down. Let's try 3 more together. Breathing in, inhale, lift and lengthen, stretch that right arm, lengthen through your right leg, breathe to your belly, exhale again, lower that right knee down, sink a little bit deeper, relax the belly. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower, soften, let go. One last time, inhale again to lift, lengthen that left leg, reach through your right arm, breathe into your lower belly, exhale again, lower that right knee down, wrap the pelvis, that right pelvic bone around the ball. And then just release. Lie down on your back for a moment. Lie down on your back and just feel that. Notice maybe the changes. Notice how your body received what you just did, how you reacted to it. If there's a little bit more room, a little bit more space, maybe a little bit less pain. And then if you've done the right side, don't forget to do the left side. Yeah, you can either breathe and just think, you can, work with lifting the left leg up, but try to do the same amount of repetitions on that left side. And then if you find it really useful, use it. Use it, do it for a week, do it maybe 2, 3 times a day when you feel like that everything starts seizing up. And then let me know if you have any questions, any comments, let me know. Share it with somebody who you think might like it. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.